Here's doing an old Bob, no, for Springsteen song. That was a Springsteen song. Good morning, Gene.
Well, good morning. What was that? You got something confused with a...
Yeah, that Fire by the Pointer Sisters was written by Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
He recorded it first. Not a big hit for him, but it was a smash for them.
Yeah, they rearranged it a little bit, and sometimes it works miracles.
Well, I think they turned it into a female version.
Yeah, and
it took off, and he is very proud. I saw his some concerts that he was in that he sang the song, but said he was very happy that they did it because that's making him a lot of money.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And like the Mr. Postman, Hey, Mr. Postman with the Beatles, Marvelettes, their song was a hit for them. It was a smash for the Beatles, and they are very happy because they're still collecting money off the Beatles version.
They're residuals, yes. Yeah.
That means a whole lot. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, it was a little warm, just like we were promised.
It's going to be warm again today.
Yeah, it didn't let us down at all.
No, excessive heat today. Tomorrow, it's going to start to cool off, but don't expect miracles. It's going to be about a 108 tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to slowly slide in.
And we're going to be above normal for pretty much the rest of the week.
No kidding.
But it's going to be slightly lower as we go.
Well, and I saw west winds, too.
And west winds, yeah.
That'll help.
I don't know about the bird, so
yeah,
we got to wait for the bird report.
Yeah. But you think you're going to get it?
I don't know. He usually calls, and when he does, when he gives a bird report, he's we kind of put that with the west wind situation, and we pretty much are good.
Wow.
Not extremely accurate, but good.
I'm waiting for those birds.
Kind of equal to the weather service.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I don't want to badmouth them because they do a good job. But you still got to wonder if they just step outside and take a look and go inside and write the forecast.
Yeah, well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
I know it's much more complicated than that. Anyway, we remembered on Saturday. One of the greatest tragedy in our history.
Yes.
And I understand our ceremonies in Imperial Valley were very good. We'll have details later. But just so everybody knows, pat yourself on the back. We did really good.
Yeah, a
record-setting stair climb.
Yeah, that's what I understand.
And that is a very difficult thing. I don't know if you've ever even looked at that. But that's climbing them stairs at the fairgrounds, 343 steps.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of up and down.
Yeah. I wonder what the average length of time it takes somebody to do that.
I don't know, but you know what is really, really amazing is some of our local firefighters do that in full gear.
Yeah.
Just to honor their brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, that is... unbelievable.
It's amazing. My grandson, when he was in the Marines, he wanted to do it, but he never could get the day off the day it happened that they held it. So he never got down here to do that. He is an exercise nut. He's the one that when he was getting ready to go into the Marines would run down by the sheriff's station and back, and it would be 120 degrees outside. Deputies would stop him and ask him if he was mentally ill. And he said no. And they said, okay, well, good luck.
Good for the soul.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he stayed in good shape. But, he's a short guy.
Yeah, he's young.
Well, he was short. How they are. They think they've got to prove things to the world. They don't, but they think they do.
The little man syndrome, isn't that what they call it?
Yeah. Well, Rick doesn't have that chip.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, I think the reputation is they all walk around with a chip on their shoulder, and Rick doesn't. Rick's a very nice guy, very, very pleasant, laid back person. Don't want to push him too far, but you can push him quite a ways before he hits the danger zone. I've heard stories about him hitting the danger zone, so I don't irritate him. I try not to anyway.
Well, they wrote a good song about that.
They did. Are you ready to go over the birthdays? We got a few birthdays today.
Big shot birthdays, and then the real people.
A lot of big shots this morning. We're not going to do all of them because some of them I never heard of, but some ones that I have heard of. Barbara Bain, remember her?
Mm-hmm.
Mission Impossible. She was the blonde lady in that. She's still around, apparently. I don't think any of the men are. She's 90 years old today. Barbara Bain is 90. Eileen Fulton. Now, if your mom ever watched soap operas, like mine did, As the World Turns, that's where I heard of Eileen Fulton. She was in As the World Turns for a long time. She's 88, and she was very young when I had to watch it, and Mom made me watch it.
Well, she had a follow-up called As the Stomach Turns.
Yeah, I guess. That's for those of us who weren't big fans of soap operas. Anyway, Joe E. Tata. He sounds like a comedian, doesn't he? He was in Beverly Hills 90210, and he was in the Rockford Files. He's 85. David Clayton Thomas, that's the one I wanted to get to. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I understand they're still touring, limited tours, but they're still out there. 80 years old today.
Yeah.
And Peter Cetera of Chicago, and on his own, he's 77. Jacqueline Bissett, who I had a tremendous crush on when I was a kid, is 77. Kristen Estabrook of Desperate Housewives is 71. Not a big fan of that show, but I was this one. Jean Smart. She was on the show that I remember watching the show, but I don't remember the name of the show. She's 70 years old today. Randy Jones, not the former pitcher of the Padres, but a member of the Village People. He's 69. Record producer, musician Don Was is 69. Jerry Jewell of The Facts of Life, and she was also in Deadwood. She's 65. Singer-guitarist, you probably know this guy, Dave Mustaine of Megadeth. He's 60. That's like somebody that...
not hardly. I would have had a Megadeth.
You don't blast them going down the highway?
No.
I don't either. Anyway, radio and TV personality Tavis Smiley is 57. And I understand he doesn't really smile very often. Kind of a serious guy. Comedian Jeff Ross, he's in all the roasts. He's 56 today. I thought he was much older than that. Joe Don Rooney of Rascal Flatts is 46. Fiona Apple she's a singer all by herself. Fiona Apple is 44. The only woman named Fiona that I ever heard of, aside from the woman that Shrek married in the Shrek movies. His wife is Fiona. Ben Savage, Boy Meets World, he's 41, and Lily Reinhardt of Riverdale is 25 for the youngsters. We've got the local people. They're coming up next.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground, covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Happy birthdays this morning to Andy Estrada, Monica Medina, Lizette Sanchez, Isabel Ortiz, David Gloria Sr., Keith Archibald, Rodrigo Velasco, Jerry Copper, Carisma Martinez, Tatiana Ledoux, Emma Elizabeth Ibarra, Michelle Herrera, Gary Wyatt, Joe Orozco, Victoria Matus, Mario Mendoza, Rita Cortez, Steve Wilson, Veronica Ramos, Josue Ayon, Vicky Zamora, Gabriel Rosger, Francine Dolente, and Veronica Arambula. Happy birthday to each and every one.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, Public service announcements on the KXO info line or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And we've got your World and California News headlines brought to you by Locke Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist for sales and service. Call the experts at Locke Air Conditioning.
Colleges in Georgia are protesting today, demanding better COVID protections. University of North Georgia professor Matthew Bodie.
We want an immediate mask mandate. That is something the university system had in place last year that they rescinded in early summer when Delta wasn't a problem, but now Delta is a huge problem in our state and on our campuses and our hospitals.
The U.S. pulled out of Afghanistan last month. The Taliban took over. Lawmakers in Washington have questions. CBS's Chris Van Cleve says Secretary of State Blinken goes before Congress today.
Lawmakers will want answers on the decision to pull troops out by the August 31st deadline, despite Americans being left behind.
The pandemic cemented online shopping habits. A new survey finds 62% will do most of this year's holiday shopping online. A tip from creditcard.com's Ted Rossman.
Starting early is a good idea this year because of all the supply chain disruptions we've been hearing about and potential shipping delays.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Locke Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Locke Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Locke VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Locke Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Locke Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Locke, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Final hours leading up to Tuesday's gubernatorial recall election. Governor Gavin Newsom on the campaign trail.
We have to send a loud and powerful message. No on this recall.
Republican Larry Elder leading dozens of challengers to replace Newsom if he doesn't win a majority to keep him in office.
I'm going to be a uniter when I become governor. I'm going to use my bully pulpit to unite us, because we have far more in common than we have apart.
Elder joined Sunday by actress Rose McGowan, who accused Newsom's wife of trying to silence her about her claims of sexual assault against Harvey Weinstein. President Biden will join Governor Newsom in the state later today. The root fire burning near the Grapevine and Castaic, 63% contained after burning nearly 500 acres when breaking out Saturday afternoon near the 5 freeway and Templin Highway. The Calder fire growing to 65% containment Sunday at 219,000 acres. The Dixie fire, 67% contained, 960,000 acres. Jeff Scott, California News.
And World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Locke Air Conditioning. For your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Locke Air Conditioning today, 760-353-4501.
At Burgers and Beer, we want you to be happy, live happy, work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate whatever makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Bring your friends, bring your family, and let's make time for a good time. All the drinks, all the food, and great service too. Everything you need is right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town.
And it's time for page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley, in Brawley at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and in El Centro on Imperial Avenue right next to Food for Less. With page one of the local news, here's Gene Brister.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning. Last night, a major injury accident the California Highway Patrol covered. Here's more on that story.
The accident occurred on Interstate 8 eastbound near Mountain Springs Road, right by the off-ramp. A big rig and a vehicle, the CHP, arrived at the scene. They found the big rig on fire. They called the fire department. While they were putting out that fire, they began to search for the vehicle. They looked down to the westbound lanes, and there it was, laying on its side, blocking one of the lanes in the westbound lanes of Interstate 8. There were major injuries reported. The injured were transported to a hospital. No details, a lot of details not available. The big rig driver got out of the rig and got before the flames got too bad, and was not injured. Injuries were in the vehicle. The incident remains under investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A Mexican national dies from a fall. It happened earlier this month. A resident of Mexico was climbing over the border fence about a half-mile west of the Calexico port of entry. When he reached the top of the fence, he fell to the ground on the U.S. side of the border. The incident was witnessed by surveillance cameras in the area. Border Patrol agents were notified, and when they arrived at the scene, they noticed the man had injured his left leg. An ambulance was called, and the man was taken to the hospital in El Centro and then transported to a hospital in San Diego. The man died from complications at the San Diego hospital. The incident is being investigated by the San Diego County Medical Examiner's Office and the Customs and Border Protection Office of Professional Responsibility. The Department of Homeland Security was also notified of the incident. KXO News Time, 7:49.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro suggest the works, including tire rotation and pressure check, brake inspection, fluid top-off, battery test, filter check, belts and hoses check, and synthetic blend oil change with up to 6 quarts of Motorcraft oil plus oil filter. You can't beat the works. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in Brawley and El Centro, ready to serve.
And that's page 1 of the local news, brought to you by Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less, and in Brawley on Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
Follow the action. Imperial Tiger Football on KXORadio.com. Friday Night Football with Mickey Dale and George Grijalva. Brought to you by the Imperial Tiger Football Association, Imperial Valley College, El Zarape Restaurant, and by Brick House Deli. Tiger Football on KXORadio.com.
And it's time for page 2 of the local news, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for your health, life, auto, or home insurance needs. With page 2 of the local news, here again is Gene.
As of this past Friday evening, Imperial Irrigation District has fully restored electrical service to major transmission corridors located between Calipatria and Nyland after a powerful storm hit Imperial County on August 31st. Restoration of those lines will facilitate returning to service the remaining geothermal plants impacted by the outage. The storm toppled 118 power poles, including 107 on several transmission lines. The work was completed by multiple line crews without incurring any injuries while performing dangerous work under extreme weather conditions. We really appreciate the hard work of all crews who worked tirelessly through this restoration effort, and there was extensive damage caused by the storm. This, according to the IID Energy Manager, Marilyn Del Bosque Gilbert. Well, a hit-and-run accident, California Highway Patrol reported this morning. George Gale has the story.
The incident was reported at around 5:19 this morning on Highway 111 east of Worthington Road. Two-vehicle incident. Both vehicles were stopped when the CHP arrived. The one vehicle was on the right shoulder. The other vehicle was near on Highway 111, just south of Worthington Road. As the CHP began their investigation, that second vehicle left. It just departed the scene and took off. It turned the incident from a two-vehicle collision into a hit and run. No injuries were reported. The incident is still under investigation. No word if the suspect vehicle has been stopped or apprehended. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's a weather update with George Gale.
The high temperature yesterday, 111 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 81. Excessive heat warning in effect throughout the day today. It's going to be sunny and hot. Highs right near 111. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies, overnight lows around 82. West to northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tuesday, sunny skies, highs right near 108. West to northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And right now, we are looking at 82 degrees, 24% the relative humidity. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplement coverage. And that'll take us right into the sports. Sports this morning is brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. NFL football yesterday, Chargers defeated Washington 20-16. Broncos over the Giants 27-13. Eagles got by the Falcons 32-6. Steelers beat the Bills 23-16. The Vikings and Bengals went into overtime. Cleveland, the Bengals won the game 27-24. 49ers over the Lions 41-33. Cardinals beat the Titans by a score of 38-13. Seahawks over the Colts 28-16. Panthers beat the Jets 19-14. Texans over the Jaguars 37-21. Chiefs beat the Browns 33-29. Dolphins defeated the Patriots 17-16. Saints over the Packers, that was a big upset. 38-3 was the final score. Rams over the Bears, 34-14. Still got one game to go. Monday Night Football tonight. Raiders take on the Ravens, 4:45 this evening or late this afternoon. You'll hear that game on FM 107.5, the Raiders station for the Imperial Valley. High school football, we had Friday and Saturday. The Valley Center defeated Imperial 20-7. Southwest over Copa 48-6. Vista got by the Central 42-45. Brawley defeated Cibola 49-8. Kxo got by Yuma 21-12. Hopeville won 42-10. Vincent Memorial beat Castle Park 33-13. Morris and Palo Verde, we don't have a complete score on them. St. Jean de l'Estanac, the Catholic school, they beat Calipatria 33-14.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And in baseball, it was the Dodgers. Dodgers swept the Padres. They beat the Padres yesterday 8-0, completing the sweep. Giants also won yesterday. In tennis, Daniil Medvedev, he stunned Novak Djokovic in the U.S. Open men's final to win his first major title, and eliminated Djokovic, wasn't allowed to make history. That's it. That's a look at sports. Sports World Roundup brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And we have a correction. It was Calapat won their game last night. They defeated St. Jean's 26-0. We apologize to Calapat for that happening. And congratulations to the Calapat team. It is now time for your business news. Financial news and weather is brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. stocks opened higher today, recovering from sharp losses last week as a focus turned to the impact of potential tax changes and corporate profits and the effects of inflation on monetary policy. So there you go. They're up.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
And your weather, it's going to be sunny and hot today. In fact, there's an excessive heat warning in effect for today. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, high temperatures right near 111. That's it. That's a look at sports, financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal and the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. It's 8 o'clock at KXO, El Centro, California.
Vaccinated. But there were still plenty of opening day jitters among the students and parents. Public schools says she would have preferred a remote option.
But you got to make sure y'all keep on your mask.
Faculty members from 16 colleges in Georgia are holding demonstrations this week to push for vaccine and mask mandates. Professor Matthew Bodie, University of North Georgia.
We understand our university system is not retreating in the face of facts on the ground. So we want to stand united across the state and tell them what's going on our campuses. But our specific ask, yes, is for a mask mandate.
President Biden campaigns today for California's Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom. CBS's Major Garrett is covering the recall election.
National Democrats see broader implications. They see the governor's closing argument emphasizing two things as a potential template for the 2022 midterm elections, reinforcing that science-based decisions on mandates, whether it's vaccines, testing, or masks, work practically and politically and portray whoever your Republican opponent is as some kind of echo of Donald Trump.
Capitol Police say they arrested a California man near Democratic headquarters in Washington today with a bayonet, machete, and other knives and white supremacist symbols on his truck. Coastal Texas and Louisiana bracing for Tropical Storm Nicholas. CBS's Jeff Baradelli says flooding is a big concern.
We're going to see some places over a foot of rain, and it's not just going to be Houston. It's also going to be Louisiana and potentially New Orleans.
Researchers in Britain are conducting the world's biggest trial of a test that could revolutionize cancer screening. CBS's Vicki Barker.
The Galleri test, developed by the California company Gale, detects the DNA of some 50 cancers in a person's blood, catching tumors in their earliest stages. And early detection increases your chances of survival by as much as 10 times.
For some of us, it's not too soon for holiday shopping. Ted Rossman, analyst at creditcards.com, is working the numbers.
We're expecting 62% of holiday shoppers to make most of their purchases online this year. And while that's down from 71% last last year. It's up from 51% 2 years ago.
And checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 298 points. The NASDAQ is down 4. This is CBS News.
Eggland's Best. The only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition, because the way you care is anything but ordinary. Only Eggland's Best.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
New school, new job, new home. Change is hard and can leave you feeling isolated. And divorce delivers one of life's hardest blows. The relationships you counted on are suddenly gone. But you don't have to walk through this alone. Call Cordell & Cordell. You're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Phoenix area attorneys. 6730 North Scottsdale Road, Suite 230, Scottsdale, Arizona, 85253. CordellCordell.com. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
What's stopping you from getting the original Peloton bike?
I need flexibility with my workouts.
Choose from thousands of classes available 24/7.
It's hard for me to stay motivated.
Programs, artist series, and badges keep you reaching new goals.
45-minute bike boot camp, 30-minute hit ride.
A 45-minute hip-hop ride.
You get all that? For how much?
The original Peloton bike is now at its best price ever. Get game-changing cardio at a new game-changing price. The original Peloton bike, now $400 less. Learn more at onepeloton.com.
A collision of fashion and sound, the VMAs on MTV.
She opened the very first MTV Music Awards 40 years ago.
And they said we wouldn't last.
Madonna was back last night in a skimpy black leather getup to open the show at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Olivia Rodrigo won Song of the Year, Justin Bieber, Artist of the Year.
Music is such an amazing opportunity and an amazing outlet to be able to reach people.
Lil Nas X won Top Prize Video of the Year for Montero. The Foo Fighters won the Icon Award. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
History made in the NFL yesterday. Maya Chaco became the first black woman to officiate a league game. The Panthers win over the Jets. On the NFL's Instagram account, she said it was a privilege to represent women and women of color. Steve Kafin, CBS News.
For eligible individuals 18 or older only. Not available in Oregon or West Virginia. Results vary. See website for details and important safety information.
How are your hearing aids sounding now?
A little tinny.
Okay, 2 seconds.
With hearing aids from Lively, everything is done remotely in the comfort of your home, from initial testing to adjustments.
How are they sounding now?
Fantastic. So much better. With Lively, you get premium Bluetooth-enabled hearing aids at thousands less than you might expect. The best hearing aid technology is now affordable and convenient. Your hearing aids are sent right to your door. And if you have any issues, we'll make adjustments 7 days a week. No charge.
Ah, you people at Lively are wonderful.
With Lively hearing aids, you get free shipping, 3 years of follow-up care included free, plus a 3-year warranty with loss and damage coverage. You can't lose.
I hear better than I ever thought possible.
Now get $100 off your hearing aids when you go to listenlively.com/radio. That's listenlively.com/radio. listenlively.com/radio.
The food insecurity rate for Imperial Valley is estimated at 17% for all residents. Tragically, it soars to 33% for our children. Imagine 1 of every 3 children are challenged by hunger. The Imperial Valley Food Bank is striving to end hunger in the valley. When kids have nutritious food to eat, they learn more in school, are sick less often, crime declines, and the cycle of poverty can end. This is Jean Oswald asking you to support the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And your CBS News has been brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank at 760-370-0966.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
You've got your share.
I'm sexy and I know it.
The best oldies on the radio. 12:30